takes us to Silverstone, home of the British Grand Prix. The 5.89-kilometre circuit is one of the longest of the season, and there are 18 corners in the current layout, which has an average speed of 227 kilometres an hour, among the faster circuits on the calendar. Almost 65% of the lap is at full throttle. The track is built on an old airfield, so there's little in the way of elevation change. Silverstone has some very fast corners, like Copse and Beckett's, which are taken at close to 300 kilometres an hour.
So here we are about to start a lap of the Silverstone circuit, maximising the tyres are quite cold at this point, so you're accelerating down the pit straight all the way up until 7th gear, then into 8th into turn 1, flat out through 1 and into 2, and then back to the left, braking hard for turn 3, where you really need to carry a lot of speed through, but make sure you get back to the right for the next left-hander. Quite wide on, as it's a bump on the inside. Get back to power, very, very important, the speed to carry down the exit. Then you're on a DRS, flat out all the way down to Brooklands. It's very, very bumpy at this point, and the wind's up against you, so you can club. The rear tires are hot, so it's really about trying to keep what you have and not be too greedy. And you come across the line and hopefully you have pole.
Hello and welcome to the British Grand Prix in the BBU Formula 1.
Don't forget to invite me to the lobby.
I am working.
You actually have game audio as well.
I have game audio, man.
This is crazy. Production value through the roof right now.
Through the roof.
Welcome back to another exciting race here with our Division 1 BBU Formula 1 League. This week at Silverstone in England.
And not the other Silverstone.
Not everybody knows that Silverstone's in England, donkey.
We have a Silverstone in Denmark. I've walked it many times.
Yeah, we have a lot of single mothers in the chat that have never watched Formula 1 before. MILFs in your area, donkey.
MILFs in my...
Okay, so...
I mean... And with that, let's
dive straight in. We've already got people out of the pits.
We saw Crusader was the first one out the pits.
We've had a wild last week in F1, I think. Last week was crazy. Division 2, intense. Austria brought us a lot of new challenges from both Division 1 and Division 2.
Yeah, it did.
What do we think we're going to expect out of Silverstone? This is a track where you can overtake, and like it said in the intro, it's like 65% throttle, I think, around this entire circuit.
Yeah.
Are we going to see some high-speed overtakes? Definitely.
I think we are. I think we are, especially here when we go in Sector 2. At the long corner there, man. If you take that perfect, you gain so much more speed than the rest. Which is where we can see Crusader isn't right now. Sorry, what's his name? Jesus is right now. And we see Crusader will set the first lap.
I think to me, with a lot of tracks, especially the ones we've had recently, like Austria, Canada specifically,
France.
And France too. A lot of the onus for overtakes comes on the person completing the overtake. You have to know how to and when to execute it.
Yeah.
However, I feel with Silverstone in particular, it's a lot more about how good the person is at defending the position.
Yeah. This was a track where I famously defended from Bradley for 10 laps in a row with him being remarkably faster than me.
Right, and that wasn't you this split. This was you when you were still quotation marks really bad.
My first season. And Crusader sets the first time here at 126.
Hello from the chat, Lewis. How are you doing?
Lewis. And here we see Lovely Cans 125. And we see Undertaker here will complete his lap as well. As we go around. Here he comes around. And then 126. No, oh man, he's just faster than Crusader.
Just about. Not even a tenth of a second in it.
Rossi, let's see where he sets the time. Oof! Even.
So we've got 3 drivers currently within what, less 100th of each other?
Yeah. Okay, Vogue. Can you do that as well? Let's see.
Can a vote keep up the similar pace?
I mean, he does.
What is going on? Talk about a balanced drive, boys.
I don't know what's going on here. And okay, pop keg.
And Popcat does break the trend and go with a 127.7.
Well,
But man, what a great start to this qualifying session here.
great start. Let's see Evoke as I.
Bradley's in the chat right now.
And
I would
Jesus
ask him to check
takes the
moderator
spot.
discussion. He's just 125.2. Aaron with a 125.3. Like this, these guys are zooming around the track right now. My track is not set to full map, so let's fix that.
Yeah, that is really a thing. And incident there. Oh, that is what's his name? Aaron. That is just that is slow because probably run out of their fuels.
Yeah.
Do we enable some telemetry? Yes, thank you, game. Okay, so who has we out doing lap right now? No.
Mancho was on an out lap.
Mancho's on and out.
Gavin's just done his final lap with 127.5 as well. Also on soft, so it's not like he's on a harder compound. Yeah. Quizzy and Mancho will be the next to start, I think.
And Quizzy and Mancho, speaking of, is two people on medium compound tires.
Yeah.
Here we see. That's all. Mancho.
Bradley, can you please reply to the moderator discussion chat? Thank you.
Bradley to the moderator chat. Bradley to the moderator chat.
We also see the new driver in the division of FIBO. He just went fastest in Sector 1.
Ooh, interesting. Let's take a look at that man. Okay, thank you, game. Nicely done here. And as he comes up to the Renault there. And TV pod offset. I don't like it.
Not a fan.
Not bass.
He's just going fastest again with a 125.2.45.
Very close times indeed right now, actually. This could be a fast time from FIBO here.
He is absolutely blistering this track.
Man, look at this, and here he
Shame.
goes onto the last corner, or I guess second to last corner, and there he goes across the line.
125.7, so he does make it onto the second row of the grid.
Does.
And Mancho and Quizzy just starting their flying laps as well. The new guys to Division 1, they moved up this season. They'll be looking to stay there with 3 races left. They have a good chance of doing so.
They do.
But I think netting points this track will be a big thing for a lot of these drivers. Quizzy, Mancho, Davey, these 3 guys who are on flying laps right now, they need to score points here at Silverstone, I think.
Dave is more concerned now that he has points, I know, but like it's not set in stone yet, and you could have influx of new drivers that just push them out.
Yeah, Division, like there's a lot of drivers in Division 2 that are really quick and are going to move up to Div 1. And
we saw here Mancho takes the 9th spot on the medium compound. Not bad, not bad. Hudson also on medium compound so far.
Yeah. I'm not too surprised with Hodgson going out on there.
I don't think anybody ever is surprised. Lovely Cans has now fitted their medium tires, it looks like.
Watch Quizzy slide through Maggots and Beckett's like he's done it a million times before. Very clean and comfortable through there.
One of my favorite things in F1 to do. When you hit those 2 corners, against, I guess, it's like, feels nice, doesn't it? Let's see, as he goes here, keep it under 127. Oh, 126. Oh, that is a very good time on those medium tires there. Very good time indeed. Who do we have out that we want to look at? Frisbee here. As you want to do that. Yeah, everybody else is on outlap. I think he is the front runner right now. He is though out of the fuels. Oh, and Quizzy, well, he is out of the way. He's out of the road. He's out of the all the things. Crusader here on his fast lap. You have a... Quizzy was disqualified from the session.
Disqualified for not turning around quick enough,
Yeah.
I think.
Man. That sucks for him. That was a really, really good qualifying.
Yeah, disqualified going the wrong way. He just didn't turn around quick enough, I guess.
Yeah, we did
That
see
is
it a
rough.
bit. He was spinning around there. I think he was actually struggling in the grass. Which, you know, big surprise. Slick tires are not good off-road. You didn't know. Aaron here in the out lap. And Jesus, let's see. Jesus, currently he is pole sitter. He's not pole sitter by much. So let's see where he ends up as he goes in here to the last corner of the sector.
Yeah, so the lovely Cans lap was actually done by an AI.
Ooh.
Yeah. On the 5-second grid pace penalty he was supposed to be receiving is getting pushed back to next race. So he can, because he thought it would be this race and he didn't expect the AI to go out. So I've spoke to Bradley, we've confirmed we're just going to push it back to next race and he can kind of race Silverstone with now the new knowledge.
Okay. Let's see.
There's still a lot of close times. Like, normally you'll see a couple of drivers called it a day early in qualifying, but...
Don't think you can, like, both do that anymore.
Everybody's so close, right?
Can't do that anymore, and see... So, and Gaben says here, well, I'm still here even on medium tire. I still take P3. Oh, boy.
So maybe the lap you done on softs was a warm-up lap.
Yeah. He's like, oh, well. Oh, I'm still here, by the way. Don't forget about me.
Yeah.
And this sets the pace for a very fast race today, I feel like.
I think so, and all in a very close race. As we see Phoebo's just starting a new flying lap, I'm going to follow him around the track with this one.
Yeah.
And see just what kind of lines he's taking as the new driver and see how well he's gonna get through this track.
Very much. Very, very true. Okay is also out. I'm going to follow him first here. Because he will no doubt finish
Watching
before.
him go down the Wellington straight.
He comes around here.
And rounded the slow left turn at Luffield.
Okay, he struggles a bit with Hackett and Method and Beckett.
The line's good coming out though, so as he flies down into Woodcote.
Let's see, and he goes.
Let's see how fast he is through Cops. Does he go nice and close to the wall? He does. I think he let off a little bit, but.
And they see he goes into Hackett and Beckett here.
Maggots and Beckett's.
Maggots and Beckett's, whatever.
Again, he's letting off a little bit. Still quicker than what I would do, but.
Yeah, and he does takes faster sector too, so you know he's doing something right.
Who's this is coming up to? Hopefully they get out the way. I think it's Gaben or Mancho. They will probably move out the way.
Can't see the tires, so they go into the pit, so it's fine. Yeah. And watch Gaben with the medium tire compound
it's looking like a good lap time.
It does indeed.
As he comes down through Club, back onto the Hamilton straight to finish the lap. He goes across the line with a 125.3, moving up to third position above Gaben.
Just pushing Gaben down. And we have Aaron there out. Just started his flying lap now.
See if Aaron can improve on his time and maybe take the top spot from Jesus.
Let's see. It's not Undertaker. It is Lovely Cans that is out on the lap here as well with either Dave or Krusty behind him. It is Dave behind him. As we see here, as he will finish his laps here on the medium tires. Lovely Cans, is that now a human?
Yes.
Okay.
It should be.
It is. He struggled a bit there on that corner.
Bebo quite happily getting out the way as Aaron does go fastest sector one of everybody.
Nice. Follow Aaron around here.
Very close to the wall again as we watch him go through Cops.
And he comes around. Nice.
Very smooth. Didn't touch the grass at all.
Oh. And
Maggots and Beckett's is the big question. How brave are you?
Doesn't look like
It sounded like he downshifted there.
Ooh, yeah, it did. It did. You could hear the sound there, but does take faster sector 2. So again,
Yeah, but he's late on the DRS. He's not
Yeah.
using DRS. Or is it not showing it? Yes, he is using it. Okay.
he is using it. It was shown for me.
Spectator bug. Apologies.
He's not using DRS, but he's still going 200 miles an hour.
Yeah. Yeah. Spectator bug.
Struggles a bit there, and that is a hard turn to do in high speed though.
And he does go across the line.
Nice
Fastest with a 125.081.
Jesus.
2 seconds faster than Jesus.
Okay,
2
Jesus.
tenths faster than Jesus.
Jesus, as we see here, he is out on his outlap. He saw that coming. He's like, nah.
Hodgkin still yet to set the lap time is also the start at his flying lap on the medium compound. So we'll probably see him, I think, slot in around 10, maybe 11. I don't think he's going to start super high up.
Oh, don't think so. Ooh,
The
lovely
competition
Kansas.
is too close.
Lovely Kansas technically doing his second fast lap here, and let's see where that ends.
Puts him in 4th place, pushing Gaben down again.
Yeah,
Just by 1/10.
inching there.
Rossi going on an out lap.
And as we see here, Jesus here is about to start his flying lap now. Started now.
And the track is filling up, Donkey.
The track is filling up. I feel like the people there, and that's don't know if Hudson started this too late. He is in a good spot. He is in clean air. In okay, this is not going to be a fast lap from Jesus. That already doesn't look good for the man. Could be to burn fuel. Also not using ERS as it looks like. But and I should shut up. He just takes fastest lap 1. That was the fake pit stop he goes by. Yeah, that was pit stop. He will now be hitting all the traffic. Man. This is a thing. He is though super brave in between these chicanes as it looks.
I don't think Jesus will be going faster. I'd say he does purple sector 2.
So right now,
But
yeah.
there's 4 cars in front of him right now.
Okay.
What is going on over there?
I don't know. I don't know if they have a car meeting or something there. But I think that was a GTA thing. I didn't know it was an F1 thing. We just have a car meet up. But hey, let's.
Undertaker is an AI, and I feel like the AI was just causing all kinds of issues.
Jesus doesn't take fastest lap. I think those people there made him let off the gas a little bit. Very unfortunate, but that is what traffic will do to you. As any Monday morning driver.
I think there is also an argument to be made that between splits, now that the divisions are filled out a little bit, we may also be able to turn off AI replacement.
Yeah. I have heard people talk about that as
It's something that people have mentioned a lot, but we need to make sure we keep up enough cars on track.
yeah. Exactly.
Attendance has to be high enough.
Lovely Kant retired
from the session.
He is happy with his time. To be fair, at his pace, it didn't look like he's going to do much more unless he's going to switch to the soft tire.
Yeah. The fact that Hodge managed to get all the way up to 6th on those mediums is impressive, but we're still yet to see a couple of last-ditch efforts coming in on these soft tires from the guys on flying laps right now.
Yeah. You see here, as Fibo comes around, and it will do last lap, and who we have out there?
Jesus isn't actually on a flying lap, so he will stay in 2nd. He did go fast the last lap, but it didn't move his position at all.
Didn't move his position, no, exactly.
Actually, Fibo.
He's on an. I guess he's on a fast lap.
Yes, he is.
Yeah, he will make
Again,
it.
he goes a little bit too tight there and just touches the grass,
And he's out of fuel. He is blinking for fuel as well. Doesn't look well for him. See, as he gets the DRS here. Does take fastest sector 2.
Crispy goes fastest with a 124.9.
Ooh,
That's heartbreaking. That's heartbreaking for Aaron.
Aaron is like, I have it.
First pole of the season so far, and it's ripped away. No, it's not the first pole. Would have been second. Bit of a lock up there from Fibo.
Yeah, it doesn't look great.
I just see him come onto the Hamilton straight. It goes 125.086. Wow, there's 5/1000th behind Aaron, which pushes Jesus down to 4th. Talking out the two front rows of the grid.
And with that, we conclude
And
the
that
qualifying session
closes it.
for the British Grand Prix here at the Silverstone circuit.
So, Chris being first, Aaron in second, new driver Fibo on third, Jesus in fourth, Lovely Cans taking the fifth spot with Gaben in sixth, Hodgkin on the medium compound as well in seventh, then back on the soft drivers with Evoke, Eltrox and Mancho rounding out the top 10. Undertaker Crossy, unusual for Crossy to be so low, Crusader Popek taking 10 to 14.
I don't know if he is is he an AI?
Who?
Quasi. Which is not Crossy or whatever his name is.
Which one? Quizzy? Crossy?
Crossy with the C, not the Q.
Crossy. I don't think he's an AI. I'm sure he was in the chat. We normally see pretty good pace from him, but I think it's fair to say we've had good pace from all the drivers here.
We have seen, and again, unfortunately, that Prix was disqualified, but that was just from the qualifying session. He will be racing. He will just be racing from the back.
On the back of the grid. That also means he gets choice of compound, though.
It does, and I hope he takes that to his advantage, and starts on the intermediate compound, so he's ready for the British rain.
Yeah.
Prissy, please don't do
no,
that.
It looks like we've got sun. Red lights are ready to go.
Go.
And we're underway.
That was
at
the
Silverstone.
weirdest load for me ever, I guess. Cool. Good game.
Okay, everybody's clean through the start. Silverstone, oh, that McLaren goes really wide of Crusader. Going to drop him down a place, but everybody looks pretty clean coming through. We do have a yellow flag in second.
Oh, shit!
It's a Renault flying backwards.
And a Ferrari, looks like they hit each other. It's Gaben and Dave.
Gaben's got bad wing damage.
Bad wing damage, and Rogers doesn't look bad at all. And so with Dave, no, the Renault looks fine.
We have a virtual safety car.
This man, that's gonna.
I didn't see what happened. I just seen the Renault flying backwards across the track.
I don't know if this will show on the replay. I can try and.
Yeah.
It won't, unfortunately. No, we didn't manage to capture it on the replay.
We'll have to try and get a driver interview after the race and see if we can find out what happened.
Hey, yeah. It is captured.
VSC is ended.
Yeah, it is
back on the way.
Most likely captured on the screen, and he takes the position already from Fibo.
Yeah, moving himself up into that third place.
Pretty moves as well here.
I think we'll probably see a little bit of back and forth between those two drivers. And then the two racing points are actually together.
Yeah.
We've got a rainbow up top.
You have a rainbow up top there with the McLaren of Jesus. And Quincy just take the spot again here. Nice. And now he is looking.
Quincy's done a fantastic job in this
Mancho,
chaos to move up to 8th already.
Yeah.
Absolutely fantastic job.
Crusader coming there. Dave coming there. Gaben falling behind.
So who's in the pits? Mancho's in the pits. The Undertaker's in the pits. Gaben's in the pits.
Yeah.
Both Ferraris. Not a good day for Ferrari. It's a new wing for Mancho. Gaben's going to get double stacked with a wing as well.
Oh, that is going to be the longest pit stop in the history.
They're only just releasing Mancho now. Gaben's waiting. He's still waiting. Okay, he didn't wait that long. Okay, he's still waiting.
Does come out before Undertaker, though. Fuck.
That's a long pit stop. So, if we look at the difference on the double stop, Mancho gets through the pits in 35 seconds, I probably want to say. Yeah, probably about 30 seconds.
Yeah.
Gaben, however, he's still not out of the pit lane, and it's 40 seconds for him so far.
Fuck me, that is.
And they both were really sad.
They did go for completely different strategies. Mancho on the hard tire compound, and Gaben on the soft tire compound. So that's going to be
Mancho likes historically to go for the long con.
He does. And
as we see Crossy closing up to Popek here, actually. And Dave also following his teammate behind.
Yeah.
Both Renaults on the attack.
Oh, shit. They need to make sure that they don't fuck this up. Oh. There was
a little bit of contact between the two Renaults. I think Dave probably thinks he's the fastest out with a lot of them here. And
they need to communicate.
Doesn't want to get held up. As he does get past Crossy, but can he stick the position? And he does. He does roll all the way around the outside, and he holds it. Well done, Dave.
Let's see here. And as we see there, Pupcake does have the hard tire compound there. He did opt to start with that.
Yeah. Which means he should be slower, and these two soft compound drivers definitely don't want to stop behind him. Dave has a good line going up the inside. He will get the ERS as well. His ERS is open.
And he opens.
Will he go for the move?
Does leave Crotchy a bit in the dirt there.
He doesn't. He's not close enough to overtake Popek though.
He did not. And that's as we talked about
Further
here.
up the field, we see Yee's is taking over Aaron now as well. Going up into second position.
Yes. And further down, we see Quizzy. He's now split the racing points here.
Yeah.
And Crotchy does take
Crossy does take Dave, but it doesn't make it stick because Dave has the inside line.
Oh,
wow,
man.
these two Renaults are fighting today, and we love to see it.
Really are. But this has allowed Popcake to get away.
Yeah, Popek is off.
Yep. And he is outside of the rest.
Exactly what he wants on those hard compounds
yeah.
as well.
And then we have a bigger contact there between Aaron and Lovely Cans. It's just a door. Whoa!
And that looks like a bad crash coming out of Lovely Cans and Aaron. Looked like neither was willing to give up the room. Do we have a replay of that, Donkey? Were you watching it?
Yeah, I was.
It looked to me like Lovely Cans turned into him.
We're watching it right now. Again,
and
here it comes. Oh, man, he smashes into the man. Look at there. Dang, bounce. Off the side of him. That is not a good clip there.
That's heartbreaking for Aaron.
Yeah, it is. That puts him down in 12th right now. Does he have damage? That is not 12 spots, sir. I can't.
He likely does.
I can't click the button to see, Okay.
Yeah. But his front wing doesn't look normal to me.
It doesn't. No, it is damage. We just saw the camera view there. It is a bit. It's not a fully clipped ring. It's probably a dark yellow, orange kind of thing.
Yeah. Also, Crossy and Dave are now very separated. I think something's probably happened there as well. Did Dave pit onto the hard compound?
Yes, he did. He did right as the crash, or after the crash, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Let's see here. Quizzy is like, he has been flying. He started in 16th. That means he has right now made up 10 places.
In 4 laps.
And, like, yes, there's been a crash, but actually all of those has been overtakes. Oh, yeah. And there he spins out.
Oh, curse of the commentator.
Yeah, it is. So, man, would you please get onto the track and don't get disqualified?
This is the same place that he spun out in qualifying and got disqualified for.
And
speeding in the pit lane from Aaron, trying to make up some lost time. From
that is the tilt.
From that
Quizzy,
yeah.
Quizzy, you need to turn on traction control, my friend.
What people seem to forget is
Aaron
retiring in the pits.
Yeah.
What people seem to forget is once you've had a spin, your tires are cold. They do not have the kind of heat that they need to function properly.
And they have
or the opposite, they've overheated because you've been spinning in gravel.
Or they have a lot of crap around them. So Aaron is out there probably just tilted
because of what happened.
And I understand the man. Man, I was heartbreaking. Yeah, great quality, great race, and then you actually just get ended by.
Yeah. Hopefully, we have a view from Lovely Can's perspective later on for the Senate to look at as well.
Yeah, or from Aaron. Like, we have something on the stream to see it, but I was looking at the side because that looks good when they overtake. And Hodgson does take Evoke here, as we see.
And again, Hodgson's on the medium compound. These soft tires will be starting to run out very soon.
Yeah.
And people will be looking to pit.
The next on Hodgson's list, the man Lovely Cans. Fibo, the new driver, seems to be pretty comfortable up there in the 3rd spot. And they're fighting. Gaben is still actually pretty far down. He hasn't really been able to make all the time back up yet. On the other hand, Mancio has made up more time. Even on the harder compounds. He's now in 12th.
Hodgson is closing down onto Lovely Cans as well.
He is. So here we see Crispy. He is at the front and he's just doing his thing. Yeezus is...
Crispy's just gradually building that gap. Like,
Yeah.
he's cruising.
Which he just needs to do. You want that gap to be as big as possible because he knows he has to pit. And I guess the only thing that really matters to him is the gap down to Lovely Cans, which is the first driver on the medium tires, which is now 9 seconds. As we look right now. Then we see Altrox, and then Gans, Hudson, that really wants that spot. And it is a hard job there for him to do the overtake, because he has been fighting a lot.
Yeah, and he is on the medium compound as well, so.
Yeah. And Evoke is breathing down his neck, as we can see here. Only 0.5 behind, which means he has the DRS, so it is the DRS train that just keeps going right now.
And Evoke is not somebody who will just give up position lightly either.
Ooh.
He may have lost it, but he's not just going to let it go.
No, he is not. And a lot of the people behind Evoke is on harder compounds and has pitted and stuff. Interesting to see what will happen here if he will get it back. I feel like a lot of the drivers are pretty split right now. I assume we will soon face Mark C and overtake from Gavin, as he has been closing the gap here, where he has started trying to close the gap to Undertaker and Mancho. I think we're today looking at a great race for the Haas team.
It's a very close race overall, which is just fantastic, really.
Yeah, it is. There isn't all the fighting or all the overtaking isn't going on right now because everybody is trying to find their pace and race and where they wanna be. But like here in a lap or two, we're gonna start. Ooh, and as I say that, a yellow flag because Fibo spins out.
It's the thing, we have a lot of new drivers coming in, and some of them aren't used to doing these 50% races. There's a lot of 25% or 5-lap races out there, and we definitely prefer a more lengthy, realistic environment.
Very true, very true.
Consistency is a big part of our of skill in the BBU Formula 1 League.
It is. Doesn't matter that you're super fast on 5 lappers when, like, if you can't go the distance.
We do see Lovely Cans and Hodgson both closing up onto the razor point of Altrox here as well.
He does.
As we go through Magus and Beckett for the 8th time today.
Yeah, Crusader is also he is hunting down Evoke. It's slowly, but he is.
Cans goes for the move, very easily done on the straight with DRS.
Yeah, that was a good overtake. I liked to see that. Let's see here. Altrox there. He's not want to give that position up there.
And now it depends. Can Hodgson do the same thing? Because if he's fighting with Lovely Cans, he needs to make sure he stays close to him. And
yeah, he does.
I mean, he's got to get past this racing point.
And the more he has to attack, the more Evoke will gain the speed. Evoke is also in DRS as they soon come up here to the second DRS zone. Or first DRS zone, sorry. Not second. My bad. And as we see here, Hudson makes the move, goes for the move,
does go up the inside line
and Gaben takes Undertaker in the same at the same time. That caused a crash. Gaben has spun out. Gaben is spinning around. My bad. And then we saw Dave taking it, man.
Narrowly avoiding him, to be honest.
Yeah. And pull the sweet out of your ass, Gaben, and start racing. So, as we said here, the two racing points are not split anymore. The Pink Mercedes are back together.
Back together again.
Yeah, very, very, very close there. As we see, Evoke wants that line there. As he gets up.
Almost driving the same car. Evoke will have the inside line as they go through.
And he gets spit.
Did they touch?
Yeah, they did.
Ah, unfortunate.
And oh, well,
Vogt goes into the
And
pits.
Fibo follows
Yes.
him. I think
I
maybe
mean, he would probably do a tire change anyway.
yeah, yeah, but maybe he wanted to do one more lap there. You don't know.
I
And
know. If I'm him, I live on the DRS from my
yeah,
teammate and then go on the pits anyway. I wouldn't have went for the overtake if I planned on pitting.
yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying. So I don't think he planned on pitting now. I think he planned on
Him
waiting
and
around.
Fibo both coming in onto the mediums as we see Crossley go past them during that pit stop.
Quissy will take them as well. Goes there. They will both come out on super fresh medium tires here. So Crispy will now be thinking of pitting as same will Yeezus.
Yeah.
Yeezus is now either in the position of, okay, I'm gonna undercut or I'm gonna wait.
I think he can probably just wait. You don't really want to risk the undercut because Lovely Canton, Hodgson, and Altrock can still behind you
Exactly.
on mediums as well.
And the
So, like, as long
intervals.
as there's nothing wrong with your tyres, which there shouldn't be because he got his overtakes done early, like,
Yeah.
him and Crispy are pretty comfortable to just
And
sit
Crispy
in the
goes
front as we
in.
see Crispy go in the pit. Jesus probably will match him then. Yeah, he will.
And
I just see spinning sector 1.
And Chrissy
It's
is
Quizzy.
gone again. And
Oh, Quizzy, no, what are you doing? Oh,
You-
Evoke gets punished again by somebody else's absolute shocking decision.
Man,
That's heartbreaking.
that is not cool. As we see Evoke here with,
That
well,
is
no
not
wing.
Okay.
That is very much not okay. And that is 2 times in 1 lap where the man has been unlucky.
Evoke's got to have some mental fortitude to be able to keep himself in this race. I wouldn't be too surprised if he pulled it up in the pits at this
Okay,
point.
and
Safety car.
did he just try and overtake him doing a safety car?
Why do we have the safety car?
I assume because his wing is filling up the track.
It was a late safety car though.
Yeah,
And Quizzy speeding in the pit lane, so it's another penalty.
and Mancho, Quizzy retired from the session. He's probably looked at this and been like, okay, I fucked up everything. I'm late. Everything is broken. Well,
Yeah.
as we see here, every pit crew is ready.
So that's both AlphaTauris out of the race, both DNFs, and both retired in the pit lane. Bradley must be going insane right now.
Probably. And as we see here, Lovely Kant is now leading the race. But he will have to pit soon. So, man, I feel bad for Evoke.
I do as well.
That is so heartbreaking to see.
I was losing his wing again.
Evoke?
Was just driving into the back of
Oh, he
Quizzy's
is?
AI.
Yep. There is no wing on his side, you see. His right side is... The wing is gone. Man. Which is the left side, actually. I think. Man, Evoke. We feel with you.
I think what probably happened there is that the AI, because it's gone out to do a victory lap, because the AI is terrible sometimes in this game, it's kind of slowed down after coming out of the pit lane, which it shouldn't.
Yeah.
And that's what's caused Evoke just to tap it in the back.
And he has a 10-second penalty as well.
Talk about people who've had unlucky races.
Dave,
Absolutely.
you have nothing on this man anymore.
Yeah, just race alone. Him,
Uh,
like Evoke and Aaron, I feel have been hard done by this race.
Yeah, they really have. They really have. So it looks like basically the entire grid except from Dave has pitted. And as I say that, Dave is in the pits now.
One thing we didn't touch on, like those front runners who had to switch off their soft tires, they kind of got covered by the safety car.
They did.
So they get to keep track position and have the fresh tires. Same for Altrox as well.
Yeah, and as we see, Vogue here goes into the pit again.
And then we see Fibo, the new driver, and Popek up in 4th and 5th, the two Alfa Romeos. Cross
Fibo-
is 6th, Hodgson 7th. Lovican's in 8th. Crusader is in a tidy 9th on hards. which will probably take him to the end of the race.
That does
and
mean
then
people lost a
undertaker in
place,
10th.
yeah. Interesting.
As we see Evoke crawling back into the pit lane for a 4th time in 2 laps, it would feel.
Yeah. He is probably serving his penalty now. He can serve how much of the 10-second one?
I think 5.
Yeah, for each pit stop, right?
Yeah.
And yeah, he just served the 5. He's now moving out again. Let's see here. So the majority of the grid here is on the medium compound. We do have the outrunners here, being Hudson and Crusader on the hard tires, and Pupcake and Lovely Cans on the soft tire.
Yeah, we do have Quizzy in the chat apologising for the safety car.
Ooh, hey Quissy. How you feeling?
Yeah, I know Quizzy, and he's going to be feeling pretty
Yeah,
bad
he
about it.
is.
Unfortunately, it probably still will be penalised by the Senate, as it needs to be, as he knows it will need to be.
Yeah.
But still, it's good that he understands that it was
Yeah.
very much not okay.
But man, we saw it in the real race, quote, real race, real life F1 race. Even professional drivers, they do fuck up sometimes. It does happen.
Yeah, of course, yeah.
Ask
The
Bottas
question
how it
is,
feels.
the safety car's going to be really slow round here.
Yeah.
As obviously Hodgson speed in the pit lane now. And
Man.
it's whether Evoke can catch up to the safety car in
That's
this next
insane.
lap, which hopefully he can.
Yeah, this does put Fibo in a very good position.
Yeah.
Like, if he can just keep this up, that it looks good for him. Probably able to finish the race on these tires if they want to, the top people there. You think?
Probably.
Good. Lewis forgives Quizzy, so we know now everything is fine.
That's the honorary member of the Senate that he is.
Yeah. That hopefully doesn't have the role anymore. Oh. People here
So it's you
trying
that
to...
gave it to him.
I never done such a thing. Lies all the time. So man, we see Vogue here down in 14th place. Man, that is not a place I want him to be. He has been doing everything in his power, and man, the door has just been shut in his
Apparently,
face.
Evoke's an AI.
Ooh.
I haven't watched his racing too closely. Caught the incidents, luckily enough.
Then it's interesting the overtake we saw him go for earlier.
Yeah, right?
I feel like an AI wouldn't do that. Then again, it
I was
is
thinking.
the AI of this. And here we see... This is the thing that a lot of drivers in in Div 2 doesn't do. They doesn't warm up their tires during the safety car, which means when it goes racing, no heat in those tires.
Yeah.
Or cooling on the brakes for that matter. Your brakes is obviously cooled by the airflow generated by the speed. Here the
Safety car will be
lights
coming
go
in the stop.
out. Yep. Goes out on the safety car here. So,
Hopefully, we see all 14 remaining drivers get through the opening 10 as the race restarts.
we do hope that gonna hopefully get a good view here as we restart the race here soon.
Safety car will go in. Crispy will become the honorary safety car and control the pace of the race until the restart.
Let's see as he goes around here, and he does
And
activate
it's a
his
really
ERS.
good start from Crispy. You just give him plenty of space.
Good.
Well, he's putting a Valtrox, so not having such a good restart. Fibo and Popek are right behind. Quasi also keeping close.
And Fibo out.
And Fibo spins out.
Yeah, spins out a lot. He returns to the racing line here. As we see here down the grid, everything else looks pretty clean to me. No wing damage. See, oh, it looks like a solo incident.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh, Fibo, man. It's the first race, and you have had both the top positions and the bottom
Yeah.
positions. Alfa
He's
Romero
had
is...
hero and villain moments in one race.
Let's see.
And we see Crispy and Yeezus already pulling away from the rest of the pack here.
Yeah, Popke he wants to take that spot. He wants to use the fact that he has the softer tires here.
And we do see Crotchy getting closed up on here.
Does.
by the
By the-
Red Bull of Lovely Cans.
as we see here. And there he goes for the overtake. Goodbye,
He will
mate.
be going all the way around the outside, but he gets a good line through in slots just behind. So
That's been well done, well executed.
yep.
Ooh,
And we have a yellow in second.
that is
Prix.
a
It looks like a
Gaben.
Ferrari.
It's a Gaben, I think.
What a collision!
Yeah. Lovely Cans does take
Fastest
fastest
lap
lap
on
here.
Lovely Cans.
Man, Gabe, you have not had a great race. Is this
No.
a race where Gaben loses?
Well, he doesn't score points. That would be interesting.
Will be interesting. And not because he crashed out, but because he
Yeah.
just didn't have the consistency / speed today. Which,
Speaking about consistency and speed, though, Crispy and Jesus, they've been perfect always.
yep.
Like, I know it's early to talk about driver of the day,
Oh man.
but giving it to one of these two front runners, I don't even think is a bad shout. They haven't had any incidents.
Nope.
No slip ups. Like, they've both been pretty much picture perfect in regards to dragging around the track.
Yeah, and done their strategies very well, executed where they could do, and both pretty content with the pace and place they are. Yeah. Ooh, bit of out there with Pokey, and Lovely Cans does punish him for that immediately, activates the overtake, and then takes him.
Pulls back in behind to try regain whatever kind of slipstream he can, but
Ooh.
Lovely Cans onto the grass there.
Yeah. So, will Popcake here, will he put him into the ground there for that? As they come around here, and he will. Deer's just got enabled for this. Obviously, it doesn't mean he will get it until the next DRS zone. He can't get DRS anywhere. And Jesus is in DRS zone, by the way. So is Crusader. Let's see. Does Hudson take Dave? Ooh, he doesn't. Dave shuts the door, but Hudson keeps pushing.
We have another spin
the
from
outside.
Bebo in sector 1.
Oh, it does. And Hudson doesn't get the overtake. Dave doesn't let up. Popcake, is he making? He wants to make that overtake. As he pushes
It's
it here.
hard to overtake through here, but he is following them all the way through Maggots and Beckett's.
He is. He very much
and
is.
he'll get the DRS as they come through, but so will Outrox.
And Jesus is closing the gap. He is trying closer and closer to Crispy. Last lap it was 08, now it's 05.
But actually, he is getting closer. Like,
yeah. And like, to be fair, he has 10 laps to do it. And if he keeps this improvement up, he will overtake the man. He doesn't...
fastest lap again from Lovely Cans.
Huh.
He's finding pace on this medium compound.
Lovely Cans is on soft, by the way.
Spectator Bug says he's not.
Alright.
When I'm spectating Lovely Cans, it's showing me Crispy.
Ah, nice.
Now it's showing me Lovely Cans. There we go.
I had that bug last week. It's made for some...
But it was just showing the wheel view, not the car, so I couldn't actually see the car.
Yeah. It goes to some weird... And he overtakes, like, what you talking about?
I actually do see Crispy flying ahead still. Not too much going on right now. A lot of close. Crusader maybe looking for a move on Dave here as they come down the Hamilton Straight.
And Hudson did take Dave here earlier, but at the time I was looking for that Bob Cack. It is really hard to like go to where the stuff happens. It really is, because you know it happens when we see it, so we can look at the map and then hopefully see that Undertaker here. We'll go. Ooh, we see a yellow.
It's a spin from Popper.
Yeah.
As he slides into the side wall.
We see it, and Undertaker did take Crushy there.
Quite comfortably as well. So we see
and
both Alfa Romeos dropping to the back of the field now.
And Hudson did take Mancho.
Yeah.
So
Actually, look at the comeback at him, but
he does. And Crusader wants to take Dave.
yeah, he's been all over his exhaust for the last 2 laps now.
As they get into here, the DRS.
Crispy extends his lead again back up to 7/10 over Jesus.
Right now, it comes down to how well you take the corners.
Crusader gets a good line. DRS is open, but so is Dave's.
But so is Dave's. It is the DRS train, and Crusader wants it, but he's not.
And it tucks back in, yeah.
Probably a wise decision there from him.
This is what I was saying. It can be, whilst there are overtaking places in Silverstone, if you defend them well enough.
Really hard. Dave is in a interesting position there, in between the Ferrari and the McLaren.
Yeah, because he's faster than the Ferrari, but the McLaren's faster than him.
Yeah. And he doesn't have a lot of ERS to support his cause, man.
No, he doesn't.
That is, and here we see the DRS train goes, and it has left the station, and Crusader is breathing down his neck. He goes for the overtake.
Straight on the inside line.
Ooh, he's on the grass though.
They're wheel to wheel. They touch, and that could be Crusader out of this race.
That could be. It is Crusader out. Come on, Crusader.
And that is 2 members of the Senate. Do we have a replay of that, Donkey?
Only from Dave's perspective, and we didn't really see anything, so it doesn't.
I was watching from Crusader's perspective.
Yeah. Could you clip that by any chance?
I most certainly can.
If it's, I don't know if it's needed. I obviously didn't see it.
You know what? Considering we talk about things that we watch and that I watch, I don't ever consider clipping stuff when I'm casting.
Me neither. I just thought about it.
Yeah.
We are, by the way, very professional casters, as you can all hear. We are very good at utilizing.
It's not race recorders. They're the same thing.
Yeah. Oh, that's why I suck with the cameras. That's that. So, but Jesus has closed the gap down a tiny bit again.
Back to 5, back up to 6. Like.
Yeah, he was just at 3.
But I mean, if we want to talk about the fastest man on the track right now, Lovely Cans is storming.
He's looking at DRS.
But he will have to pit.
He will have to pit. But what does he pit onto?
Softs.
Softs again, right? And then if he does this again, doesn't lose too much time.
How much time does he have? Like.
Yeah. He has to pit this lap, I think. Oh, and Jesus. Oh, he saves it. He doesn't spin, but the lead or the time he gained there is now all gone.
And that puts Lovely Cans in DRS.
It does.
Even if you only get another lap or 2 out of these softs, that's DRS bonus.
That is DRS bonus. Very, very, very right. So we see Evoke here in the 11th spot here. He wants that spot as well. Ooh, a bit of luck up there from Gabe. Evoke doesn't execute on it.
Hodgins stuck behind the 2 AIs of Crossy and Undertaker.
That can be a bitch. So what we see there's Altrox is using my strategy of the wall of AI. It is a patent pending. So, and
he can get all 11 laps out of the softs, but they'll be struggling at the end.
At the time, Jesus has made up again.
He has, he's pulled it back.
Like, actually,
he's out of ERS though.
He is out of ERS.
But then again, those Crispy.
But he will get the DRS. And what about Lovely Cans? Lovely Cans doesn't have a lot of ERS to show for him either. So, there we go. Hodgson does take it.
Takes over both of them.
Yeah.
That's a double overtake
from
Hodgson.
Very
lovely. Fastest lap from Lovely Cans again.
Yeah. Nicely done, Hodgson. Waiting for his moment to shine, and there he goes for it. I wouldn't count him completely out yet, because he does technically have a bit newer tires than the 2 front runners. So, like, let's go for it. And they are so close there up at the front.
Hodgson does also have that time penalty as well, though.
Oh, yeah, true.
5-second penalty for him, Mancho, and the vote.
Where right now it doesn't even put Evoke down, actually.
No, but it puts Hodgson down.
It does. And Mancho as well.
By
Actually,
quite a bit.
actually puts Mancho down 2 Evokes, but it actually moves Evoke up, I think.
Oh no, because Evoke also has 5 seconds, so.
Oh yeah, true.
So no, it doesn't.
Shut up. And
As you see, Lovely Can's closing into within 3/10 of Jesus.
ooh, and
Who's
he's
down
just,
to 4/10 on Crispy.
and
It's-
he's just touched the grass there. Let's see, let's go, and here we go around.
we might not be seeing overtake attempts, but just seeing how close these 3 drivers are to each other for the last 15 laps, it's actually insane.
Yeah, and here we have 4 laps. Do you think he gonna stick these softs to the end?
At this point, I think he has to.
Right? Because he can't really afford to pit now. Pits now, and then all this work has been for nothing, right?
Yeah, but he's also been pushing really hard, and those tires will be getting worn out. He's on 9 laps of them now.
Yeah, and
It will start to wear out.
yeah. But hey, you have to gamble, right?
Yeah. The question is, does he accept his tires to start to wear and
Accept that.
set up a third? It's a podium finish.
Yeah, right. And that is probably because I think pitting now is then gambling the podium, right?
Yeah.
Because
Yeah, it is.
he has 10 seconds, and I'm like, that is, no matter what, a lot of time for Altrox there to make up, while also, to some extent, defending from Hudson, which is coming.
Yeah. I think you probably accept the podium here.
Yeah. As we see here, they drop down. They do space out a little bit more there at the full top with Jesus and Crispy.
But he's staying so close.
I think he has to get the slipstream right, which will help his tires a bit, and he has to do everything in his power.
Yeah, we see the middle of the pack is actually spread out quite a bit.
Yeah,
but these front 3 runners have actually got closer.
Man, it's a weird day. Alfa Romero at the back. Well, that makes sense, but Haas at the front. Gunther would look at this and be like, what the fuck? What can I get these not Mazepin people?
Crispy and Yeezus have fought so hard to be in the 1-2 spot this entire race.
I think it's very fair. So I think it's now not too late to talk about driver of the day. And man,
it's Yeezus or Crispy for me.
yeah.
Still.
Unlike Lovely Cans, he wasn't the cleanest of the boys.
He's had too many incidents for me.
Yeah, same. There's no doubt, like, making these softs last and stuff, that takes a certain amount of skill, and congratulations on that. And we say that, and he goes, and he's out.
And he's out. Well, he's no longer in contention, and this is what I was saying about he should have just been happy to settle in third, but he kept pushing on these used softs, and
he did, and that's
the price. That gives us a VSC,
and as we do that, let's see it here.
What do you reckon? Yeezus is just slouched down in his chair now. It's like, okay, I can breathe.
Yeah,
I can relax.
Man, that is interesting there to see. Fuck me. So that puts Altrox in the 3rd spot there. Sad to see for Lovely Cans, but man.
DRS is re-enabled.
Okay.
Back the way again.
Jesus, you need to remember that you can now relax. Don't have to push him, even though you have.
There's a 7-point difference though between first and second.
And man,
that's a lot.
Yeah, and the DRS looks very similar. And he will get the DRS, and obviously Crispy won't. He gets it, and he pushes. He uses the overtake. He uses everything. And none of them blink for fuel yet, so they could be enriched with the 2 safety cars we've had, right?
That's true, yeah.
And that's a small margins. It could come down to here at the end. How good have they been to look after their fuel? How much fuel did they put in their cars?
They have too much fuel, like.
Yeah.
Maybe that's what the difference is. Maybe Crispy's actually lighter right now, and that's the reason he's ahead.
Exactly.
Yeah, Curse to the commentator strikes again as we see Lovely Cans spiral into the wall and explode in a beautiful fashion.
Yeah, it did. And Gabe here is breathing down Dave's neck. Gaben's
The
like,
fact that Gaben, I know 4 people have DNF'd, but the fact that Gaben's managed to somehow climb up back into the points is
man.
a miracle in itself.
Yeah, and Fibo's not a lap behind everybody. He was a lap behind people. He is not anymore.
Yeah.
That is actually, hey, kudos, man. That you have managed to do that.
And Mancho again, the 5-second penalty has received fastest lap from Crispy, 127.4.
Good talk to him being lighter thing, as you said earlier.
Yeah. Let's take a look at the split to the leader, and with his 5-second penalty, Mancho would drop down to 10.
Yes.
Um,
Evoke would not drop.
Hodgson would drop down to 6th presently, which means if Dave and Gaben find a second or two in the next 2 laps, they could be threatening to push Hodgson down even further.
It could. They gotta be looking at that, man. I think Jesus is it's consent with his thing. I don't think we're gonna see him attack anymore. The worst thing that can happen to him now is him, especially him seeing what happened to Lovely Cans, right?
Yeah, exactly right. You just, okay, I don't want that to be me. I sit in second. Big story of the day, another consistent drive. Altrox holding on to his position. No mistakes from him this race either.
Yeah, true.
Very like we don't really talk about him being one of the faster drivers in the league, but he's turned up today and he's raced the track and he's raced it perfectly and he's getting a podium from it.
And he is actually, and like, as we see here, Dave has made up. Wow, what is happening to that Altrox's car?
Well, he is on pretty old mediums now.
No, but like, look at the engine. Looks like he couldn't find the ref like at all.
Oh,
which Hodgson is like.
Yeah, that can be a spectator bug.
Yeah. Anyway, as you see here, but like Dave, man, he has made 7 positions today.
Yeah. But can he keep it that way? Gaben, there's 1 lap left, and he keeps looking. He wants this overtake.
Does.
Meanwhile, if Hodgson goes past Altrox, that doesn't change anything. Altrox, yeah, he kind of waves him through. You've got a 5-second time penalty, but he go past me all you want.
Yeah, like.
Doesn't affect my race.
Exactly. And here we see Hodgson starts blinking.
Gaben tries to go up the inside of Dave.
Doesn't get past.
Dave gives plenty of room. Very good racer from these 2.
Yeah, very respectful. Also, I think Gaben doesn't want to be too aggressive. He has spun plenty this race.
That's true. He's in the points. Maybe he wants to keep it that way now.
Man.
And they will also be aware of Mancho's 5-second penalty, and it's a place that both going to move up.
And there's some math going on in their heads right now.
Yeah, as we see, Crispy
Hodgson did prove himself.
Coming down onto the Hamilton straight for the last time, and he will be the winner of the Silverstone Grand Prix here for Division 1, followed by Jesus in the McLaren. Solid performance. Hodgson will cross the line in 3rd, but he will ultimately not finish there. Altrox will get that position. We'll have to see where Hodgson does land, as we see Undertaker.
He will land in 7th.
Well, Hodgson moves down to 6th, as predicted.
Yeah.
I mean,
Undertaker
and
Dave,
4th and 5th.
Davey
holds up to 7th. Gaben 8th.
Oh, look at Gabe.
Gaben's spin actually crossed the line.
And
he did manage to cross the line.
Man, so you know. Ooh, boy. The Halo saves another life.
Gets moved down to 9th. Evoke taking the last place spot in 10th.
Oh, and fuck. And Fibo and Pokey struggles to get across the line as he hits Dave.
In 11th and 12th.
Man, get out. Push your car away.
Absolutely wild.
Somebody tell Fibo that there is a man on the other side.
Yeah, somebody let him know.
Ooh.
Car is broken in the middle of start-finish straight. Go wide.
Oh!
He's done the same thing nearly. Jesus Christ.
Shit, man. What is this?
Okay, well, the Division 2 race is taking place. Same great channel, same great content. In 15 minutes time, hopefully with a Davey boy from this race from the Renault team, and his co-caster today will be either Crispy from the Haas team or Quizzy from the AlphaTauri team. You will find out who your special guest is then, so keep your eye on the channel and we'll be back in 15 minutes.